Here is the list. We've got Zverev there, world number 2, couple major finals. Casper Ruud, the only one on the list with 3 major finals, also got to world number 2. Tsitsipas, couple major finals, including the Australian Open a couple years ago, got to world number 3. And Taylor Fritz, who has 1 major final, currently at a career high, number 4 in the world. Are you going, Lindsay, off of that list or anyone else?
We're talking current players.
Current players.
It's 100% Zverev.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could try and make an argument. I don't know if you guys are picking those guys or not. But, I mean, if you look at the resume, if you look at the situations he's been in, career high rankings, how he plays the game, it's Zverev. And interesting. I mean, that 2020 men's U.S. Open final is one to really look at. I mean, we had Zverev at one point, he was serving second serves in the 60s. Right? When it got really close in the 5th set, it meant so much to him. But for whatever reason, he just can't come through in a major, or he hasn't yet.
So this isn't the best chance to win another major. It's the best to yet win a major, Martina. Is there an argument for anyone else other than Zverev?
No, I don't think so. I'm on Zverev's side as well here. I mean, he came within 1 game of winning at the US Open, and it was 2 sets to 1 up in at Roland Garros. And you know, he's been the best player 2 out of 3, which is funny because usually 3 out of 5 the guys relax a little bit because they got more leeway, right? But he tightens up more in the 3 out of 5 format. Maybe it's just because it's a major, so we'll see if he can overcome it. But I see him improving so many aspects of this game, particularly moving forward, and he's got softer hands now at the net. He's got all the goods. Now it's more of a mental breakthrough that he needs rather than a game tennis breakthrough.
I think the Zverev choice is pretty clear. I think we're all in the same argument there. But I'm going to throw another name in there, just going by a different metric, because there's the best player with the best career who has not yet won a major, and then there's just right now, as far as players who have not won majors, who's the best in that group. So you look at Casper Ruud, he has won 3 Grand Slams, but I think finals.
Big Ruud fan of him.
Even you include a name like that, I put Taylor ahead of him. I put Taylor ahead of the rest of the group. Zverev, I think, is maybe in a pocket of his own, but I think Taylor's certainly up there with the tennis he is playing right now when you match him up against everyone else who has not won a major.
And who has Taylor Fritz beaten in the last 2 majors? Zverev, right? Someone who will go nameless, who's named Andy Roddick, will make a case that Zverev is the Zverev all-time best player never to have won a major. Never gotten to number 1, but he's been to finals. He's had this long, sustained career at the very, very top of the sport. I mean, I forget, was it 23, 24 titles? I mean, that's a big number with no majors. I mean, keep in mind, all this is ultimately a compliment. People think your achievements make you worthy of winning a major. I mean, I don't want to make this seem like we're, you know, digging on the guy. But, yeah, I mean, I think Zverev is top. Taylor Fritz, interesting thought. I mean, it's a different kind of vibe, though, right? I mean, with Taylor Fritz, it's you're playing really well, and this could be your time. Zverev, I think, is a little bit more, boy, you've come so close. It's kind of this accumulated disappointment. Are you going to break through? A little different.
Yeah.
Does Zverev have the best chance to win a major, or is it somebody like Fritz?
At this Australian Open? I got to look at my draw, Steve, but I'm gonna say, I mean, I would think Zverev being the number 2 seed and playing the tennis he's playing. Let's see on the weather, too. Right. Love to see a forecast going all the way through because that will determine a lot.
And it's a great stat that John brought up. He's beaten all the top guys in majors. Last year he beat Carlos Alcaraz here. It's a place where he does have a lot of confidence, and returning to a place like that always gives you a good shot as well.
Martina.
Yeah, let's not forget he won the Masters as well. So, you know, he's been there, done that. Just the 3 out of 5. It's just, I don't know how much of it is physical and how much of it is mental, but mentally it should be easier at 3 out of 5, but maybe physically he just can't sustain it. But like I said, he's been improving, so I think he's got a good shot. I would be surprised if Zverev doesn't win a major this year. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
Okay. I think you got to throw Marcelo Rios if it's all time, getting to number 1.
Got to number 1.
Yeah.
But for a smaller window,
Tony Roach.
right?
Don't forget Tony Roach.
Tony Roach,
Okay.
There you go.
That's a great one.